floating point operations, minimized windows that jump up at one touch, and 300-foot tall coniferous trees. Intrigued? Stay tuned for our random access memory. For all you image junkies out there, we thought it was pretty cool to note that when you import a .psd file that you created in Photoshop into Final Cut Pro, you not only import that image, but all its layers to mess around and muddle with to your heart's content.
Size, it turns out, does matter. The fastest computer in the world occupies 96 refrigerator-sized racks, or 3,422 square feet. Quadrillion, it seems, is the number of flops that it can perform in 1 second.
FLOP, incidentally, stands for floating point operation. Mr. Supercomputer from a moment ago can do 20 petaflops per second. That's 20 quadrillion flops in 1 second. Just for some perspective, a simple calculator does about 10 flops per second. The name of this mega computing giant, incidentally, is Sequoia.
A large coniferous tree of California with two varieties. We have the Sequoia dendron giganteum or the Sequoia sempervirens, both having a reddish-brown bark and reaching heights of more than 300 feet.
Apart from the many improvements in expose that come with Apple's new Snow Leopard, one that we love is how you can grab a file, take it to the app icon in the dock, and the app will open it for you. Immaculately intuitive.
But perhaps not as convenient is the fact that expose will really show you all your windows, even those minimized in the dock.
A feature that's a personal favorite of true blue techie, peace niche director, and T2F owner Sabine Mahmood. The Mayans predicted that the world would end in 2012. Very conveniently, the Galactic Suite, the first hotel in space, is scheduled to open the same year. So, if you're one of the lucky few who get to see the world explode from outer space, here are the details of this extravagant getaway. The Barcelona-based project is said to be the most expensive of its kind, costing 3 million euros or $4.5 million for a 3-night stay. During this time, guests will travel around the world every 90 minutes and will see the sun rise 15 times a day. The guests will be transported to the hotel via Richard Branson's space tours firm, Virgin Galactic, costing a cool $200,000 a ride. This is said to be the start of space as a tourist destination. As a continuation to an earlier story, ICANN, the Internet Domain Name Governing Body, will no longer restrict Internet domain names to the Latin characters A to Z. This process, beginning November 16th, will be one of the biggest technical changes since the dawn of the Internet. Nations will be able to apply for Internet extensions from their national language, and if there is government and communal support, ICANN will allow others to register for the new domain name. ICANN's CEO, Rod Beckstrom, noted that the use of non-Latin domain names will help bring billions of people online who have never used Roman characters. To celebrate the 40th anniversary of beloved US children's show Sesame Street, Google will incorporate characters such as Elmo and the Cookie Monster into different Google Doodles. Different doodles will be used for different regions. This series celebrates its anniversary on November 10th, and the anniversary show will have US First Lady Michelle Obama as a special guest. Nokia Pakistan recently announced the launch of its latest touch and music phones at an event held at the Sheraton Karachi.
Imran Khalid Mahmood, Country General Manager of Nokia Pakistan and Afghanistan, began the event by introducing Nokia's new line of touchscreen music phones, the 5230, the X6 and the X3.
Our approach here is partnering, where we are partnering with leading operators, retailers, music labels, record label companies. We're trying to drive innovation in the music industry.
These new and innovative devices support a wide range of digital music formats including MP3, M4A, AAC and WMA. The lineup consists of the X6, X3 and the 5230. The X6 is the top-of-the-line touch music device capable of playing over 35 hours of music and has a capacity of 32 GB. This phone is optimized for viewing photos and movies with a ratio of 16:9. The X3 is a sleek, compact device that comes with stereo speakers, built-in FM radio and a 3.2 megapixel camera.
He then discussed Nokia's aims to move into an integrated market of music and cell phones in order to capture the youth's attention.
We today understand that 24% of the market above 8,000 rupees is going to be touch preferred. Therefore, we took a decision of trying to bring devices which will start to range from a very low price point to a high price point, trying to make sure that our touch platform is available to the maximum target audience.
After he was done, the floor was handed over to Bose QC, Nokia's head of live marketing for Middle East and Africa, who reviewed music technologies starting from VHS to DVD to digital and how music sales skyrocketed with each step.
2 GB memory card and a 2 megapixel camera and the ability to put in a 3.5mm jack for your music. So I think overall it's a great touch device and a great music device as well.
Nokia's OV Store, or iTunes-esque digital music library, was also introduced at the event, and all three phones exhibited are OV Store enabled. Since this is the new market Nokia is looking into,
we're offering here is what consumers really want at an affordable touch device. I won't go into the discussion of the comparison of the iPhone, but I think a lot of consumers will be able to at least start using this touch device, and they might not be able to use other touch devices.
The factor of affordability in these new music phones was discussed and highlighted. The event was elegantly decorated with themes of purple and blue. Giveaways were presented to guests, who included technology blogging enthusiasts, members of the press, and advertising agency representatives.